Woo, this one right here, this intro, you just need the intro and you'll be done. If you're on the ledge on you're going to buy this or you're not, and I'm the final decision, give me my hammer, give me the nail, let's go. It's another subpar release from the 24 series branding. My thoughts coming up next. Family, welcome to another episode of Taking a Test Drive. This is where I test drive a scent from a sample, as you can see right here. And I'm going to tell you if I'm going to purchase it, I'm going to forget about it, or maybe I'm going to get another sample. I'm kind of on the fence. I wear them from 1 to 2 wearings, depending on the sample size. This one's an official size from Scent Story, which is not a bad looking sample. It had 2 to 3 wearings on it. And I'm going to let you know my thoughts on it. Good, bad, and the ugly, you know me. Let's go. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, please take the time to subscribe down below. Hit that bell so you can keep tabs on yours truly. I'm also all over social media. You can follow me on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm there. Same handle as my YouTube channel. Easy to find. Robes08. Talking about social media. I have my Facebook page, but I also have a Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation. We're up to 17,400 members currently, and we're waiting for you to join us today. Talking about fragrances, we buy, sell, swap, talk about new releases, YouTubers, you get to know some YouTubers, things like that. Now on to today's video. As the title suggests, you guys, it's not a secret here. I'm taking a test drive of the 24 Elixir series. So they have this series where they have like longer bottles. They kind of look like the regular 24 series, but they're Elixir. Never really was interested in this lineup, but I got this with a purchase, I believe, from fragrancebuy.ca, if I remember correctly. The scent right here is called Rise of the Superb by Scent Story. Let's give it a try. Now let's go under the hood. Let's take a look at some stats on this one. Release date was back in 2019, so a fairly recent release. Concentrations eau de parfum. The nose behind this particular fragrance, we have a 3-headed monster. You know me, when I see more than one nose behind a fragrance, I start going, something happened here, something wrong. So we got 3 noses, and all 3 noses I have I don't own any fragrances, at least from my recollection, since I've been doing fragrance reviews. I haven't checked out any of their stuff. So let's take a look at them. Delia Ism, Iriana Burlakova, and Nananko Oji. So not all-star perfumiers, but we'll see. The major notes to my nose on this particular fragrance, the 24 series has made their bread and butter in regards to the one note of amber. They really are amber based, amber centric. They did well with the note. Why not continue with it? There's amber in here. There's also florals. There's geranium, of course. So I want to see if I'm going to get some minty feel from the geranium. Am I going to get a rosy floral from the geranium? Geranium's a very interesting note, so I can't wait to see what I'll get from this one. And the third one would be Artemisia. So my day with the scent, I'm going to let you guys know, of course, everything about it. This one is supposed to evoke, from the press release, the scent of the sun. So they got this cute little thing here. So I'm thinking warming. With the note breakdown, I'm thinking warming. Amber can be warming. Some florals too. So let's remind me of this introduction. I'm wearing it today as my scent of the day, but I want to remind me of this introduction. So I'll spray the back of my hand here. And some for the community, because I'm draining the sample right now. She's done. She is done. So, first of all, get rid of that. Oops, so I almost hit the camera. And, this introduction. The opening of Rise of the, is it the Superb? Yeah, the Rise of the Superb is that I'm hopeful that this may rise as being close to Superb. As this opening has a lot of climbing to do to even reach okay. Oh, I'm being mean. The opening starts with citruses. We have some bergamot here. Mostly we have oranges. It really has an orangey feel to the fragrance. It really isn't too sparkling or authentic or even that fresh, as it has hardly any time to dry down, where some powdery aspects come into play and they hit my nose and they engulf my nose. There's an ambery glow backing it, so the amber comes into play, of course, right away. So it has some backing to the fragrance. The powdery take here is your main player. I felt like, yeah, the citruses hit me, but the powder hit me even more. There's tons of powder here. And the powder is your main player until almost really into the deeper dry down. So if you hate powdery scents, this is really not your game. You're really not going to like this one. I can see that. Powdery fragrances, I'm okay with them. It does have to have a little bit more players to play around with secondary notes. I like powdery fragrances that the powder is more of a part of the project or a secondary note instead of the main player. But here the powders match with some floral aspects that reminds me at times, and I know that lavender does this, of dryer sheets. It really does. Which isn't really a good look for some fragrances. I don't like my fragrances smelling like household products, things like fleeces, dryer sheets that want to make your clothes smell good. It's very artificial smelling. It's very cheap smelling to me. I feel like my fragrances, I want to go a step up from that. This ain't bringing me there. It's bringing me to cheap 10 cents dryer sheet. Now let's tackle the geranium, as it's one of its major players. Now geranium has a very interesting note in a lot of fragrances. It's actually one that I love dissecting to see what type of geranium I'm gonna get. It shows its rosy herbal green flavor here. Usually it hits you with mint, geranium does, but not here. The Artemisia also shows its sharp, bitter, herbaceous quality, but very much toned down, as truly the two major factors here in the intro is that powder on overload, by the way, and some floral qualities, where it brings me to that dryer sheet feeling to the fragrance. The orange blossom here does not help the situation much, as it plays its part in this dryer sheet imagery that I'm getting, which of course orange blossom can give you a soapy quality to a fragrance, and she does it here. She does not help the overall facet here to my nose. As we get into the heart, it loses all its citrus qualities and takes on all the amberish qualities here. It has a warm, creamy, ambery dry down, which is a little better than the opening. There's a minute chili pepper note here. That was one of the notes that I was kind of zoning in on. I was like, can I get that? Can I get a really good hit of that? I was kind of hoping it would give the scent some personality or some punch here. Sadly, it really was just a light dusting of it, which doesn't really help the overall thoughts here. The vetiver itself is also very tame and can be missed by the user. I know that it gets compared to the Creed, which has heavy geranium and vetiver. I wouldn't say the vetiver is not very heavy here, to be quite honest. It's very, very tame. So I'm just going to keep that in mind for people that are looking at buying this. Geranium, yes, for sure. Amber, yes. Those are the big punches here. The amber itself, deeper in this dry down, is your major factor, giving the scent some sweetness, even though not really overly sweet. Giving it a resinous quality, even though not really that resinous, but really showing more of its powdery aspect that amber can do. Here, even though it's toned down a notch from the opening, I still feel like this whole thing did not work on my skin. It really did. It's not I'm not going to say it's a bad fragrance per se, but it really just never stood out to me. Does it really make me want, off this sample, does it make me want to pay like 50 cents to get another sample, to give it another try? No. Let alone a bottle. Overall, this scent felt unpolished. It felt rushed. I felt that it was missing some character. I feel like maybe one or two notes here could have made or broke this fragrance. It was broken, but I think a couple, like maybe the chili note, a little amped up, might have helped that powdery aspect, given a little bit of more character. Really, it's something that I'm not going to go out or rush out to buy, to be quite honest. Now let's get hit with the Revolver, where I'm going to talk about seasons, day or night, versatility and performance. Let's start it off with seasons. The Rise is superb. The seasons for this, powder is good in the tweeners. So spring and fall, I feel like those seasons it works best. Powdery fragrances in the summer is definitely a no-go for me. I really don't like it. Summer nights maybe, if you got like a cool breeze going. And powdery fragrances in the middle of these Canadian winters also don't really work well. So I kind of like them in tweeners where spring and fall in. Obviously spring is best for it just because of some of the floral aspects in this particular fragrance, some of the herbal takes, and of course that powdery take will work very well in the spring. Day or night, I feel like this one's more of a daily wear scent. I don't think it has enough personality to go like on a date or something like that. I feel like daily casual use would be best for this one. Versatility, fairly average on this one. I could see some restrictions with it, which I already named a few in regards to not wearing it in the summer. But I really feel like I wouldn't really dress this one up. This is more jeans and a t-shirt type of fragrance. Performance, longevity was not bad. I'm going to give it 6 to 8 hours when I was wearing this. It did good with average projections. So not anything crazy, but performance was nothing really to sneeze at and say, oh, it's really bad. No, it performs. So my final thoughts on 24 Elixir, Rise of the Superb. Let's go. As much as they came into the community with a bang with their, I would say, top seller, 24 Gold, personally, I'm kind of tired of the 24 series. And this isn't anything that blew my mind. I'm not really looking out for the 24 series. And they had their chance here. I got a sample by chance. I wanted to see, I'm curious. Let's see. Got a free sample. Why not? But it's nothing new. The Amber, which is your star of the show, honestly, really didn't show anything out of character. Could have been a little more resinous and it would have gave me a little bit more excitement. Yeah, possibly. It might have worked. Less powder. Yeah, maybe that could have helped too. Opening was okay at best. The heart was dreadful to me, smelling like a kind of like a dryer sheet. And the ending was when I wanted it no longer to stick around on my skin. I was like, I'm done with you. Just a big snore fest to me. And I really am, it's unfortunate. The 24 series, this one, not a good one. So if I had to give it a score currently, if I had to give it out of 10, I would give this fragrance right here 3 bottles out of 10. Let's give it the 3-piece. 3 bottles out of 10. It's not a bad fragrance per se. It has some redeeming qualities, but for me, as much as I've smelt, it really didn't stand out. And I'm going to give it the 3 bottles out of 10. Now that you heard my take, it's your turn. I would love to see yours in the comments below. You let us know what you think about this particular fragrance. If you have smelt it, good, bad, and the ugly, you own a bottle, let us know all the good stuff that you love about it. And if you don't like it like I do, yeah, co-sign your boy. If you haven't smelt this fragrance, don't be shy, comment below. Let us know about the 24 series. Maybe I should check out another Elixir part of this lineup. But for me, I'm not really checking out the 24 series, and this kind of tells me right now that I should stay away. As always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.